Hello and very good afternoon to you. Another day that we are here again, and it is time to go through the market for opportunities as always. We are just about 2 minutes behind schedule. Sorry for that. Apologies straight from me and hope it is okay. Thank you very much. Beautiful afternoon there from wherever you are, maybe in the morning, maybe in the evening. Whatever it is, we are all here together to make money. Ladies and gentlemen, what's happening in the market, what's going on with your portfolios. Hopefully we get to know as time goes on. A lot is going on, a lot of trading activities going on. We will get to see how is your portfolio doing today. I'm not going to take any more of your time. We're going straight to the market and I'm going to concentrate on responding to all your questions. You guys have simply been amazing and I cannot but just continue to be here for you no matter how difficult it is. All right, so let's go. Baba Gift is so time conscious. He says we are 2 minutes late. Yes, well, I'm going to make up for that by responding straight to your questions today. Ask anything, straight to the point. I go in for you just before it gets crowded and we start struggling with time. Now I have the first question. We have encouraged. Okay, good morning, coach. We missed you yesterday because of network. Oh yes, yesterday was terrible. That's why you would have realized that no video was actually uploaded because of the network issues. All right, so hopefully today we have a great time to recover and compensate for yesterday. Is anybody with me? Let's go. Bring your questions in, call in as early as possible. Let's get going. You know how we do it. Keep power tapping your screens. A lot is going on in the market. Stocks to buy with 4 million long-term Ray TV. Hold on. I'll go in there straight and check for you. Let's see what is available. I should think that you should have some Vitafoam there, right? Vitafoam, very important as we speak. Vitafoam, okay? Just a moment, still scrolling through to make sure I find the best opportunities there is for you. Vitafoam, yes. I'm looking at some of the banks now. First Bank, First Holdco, currently 25, but you can buy something a bit less, maybe under 25, say 24 plus. So Vitafoam, First Holdco, and then let's get back here. We're looking for value right now. Don't miss out on Aradale unless you already have Aradale. Ray TV, do you have Aradale? If you do, let me know. So we cancel that out. I'm going to give you 3 stocks to buy with that amount of money. I would also say go in for CWG. CWG, don't buy it for more than 9 naira. 9 and under. Okay, you don't have Aradale. All right, buy some Aradale, get Vitafoam, CWG, 9 naira or below. That's very possible today. Don't buy more than 9 naira. And then First Holdco. I've given you 4. Decide on how you want to break them down. All right. Coach, is Cornhall a good company to invest in and at what entry price? If you can find Cornhall around 3 naira and under, it's okay. It's an insurance company that Aradale has a stake in, and they also have a stake in Aradale. I'm talking about Cornhall. So let's see how much Cornhall is at the moment. That's it. Cornhall currently 305. It closed at 3 naira yesterday. It's possible to buy bits and pieces around 3 naira or under, though currently 2.8 million bids versus 2.1 million offers. So make up your mind to decide what to do, 3 or under. I greet you all. I'm going through all the greetings from Instagram right now. Real Nkwa says, Coach, I snatched RDL at 484 just within the last 15 minutes. Okay, was that yesterday, I guess? But you could have still bought lesser. In any case, that's a good one. As long as you buy under 500, it's okay. Engineer Yemi says, greetings, Coach. What's going on with Julius Berger, VFD Group, and Sunu Assurance? Well, Julius Berger is going through some form of punishment for not being so impressive, right? It's been on full offer, meaning there are no bids standing by. Every bid that comes in gets sold to right away. So there are too many suppliers for it, and so the price continues to go down because the market doesn't think or is not impressed with the amount of dividend paid out based on the stock price. For VFD Group, after giving a 5-for-1 bonus, it's still looking strong, above 15 at the moment. It rose to 80-something or even 90-something naira per share. Then they marked it down for 5-for-1, and that markdown brought it down to about 15 naira 60 kobo, right? Was it 15 or 13? But as we speak, it has jumped back up to around 15.90 or 16. So that's the situation with VFD. And then for Sunu Assurance, that one had a very fantastic run throughout last year. Made a lot of people rich, very rich. And so it's only trying to recover. It's come back down to earth, and now it's time to prove itself. So that's it about that. What should we buy Vitafoam for? Vitafoam between 55 and 54. Very soon, that stock will pick up. Currently at 54.50, it's been hovering around that. 3.5 million bids versus 2.1 million offers. Make sure if you are buying Vitafoam, it's for the long term. As I speak to you, I have just added more to my Vitafoam. I was the one who mentioned that Vitafoam around 23, 24. And then some people bought just as I did then. And I'm getting more convinced that Vitafoam should cost more than the 54 or 55 it is. So you know what? I averaged up because I wasn't satisfied with the volume I had of Vitafoam. And this is the beauty of even receiving dividend payments into your account. At this critical time, you find some great bargains and then you go in there. So that's it about Vitafoam if you want. I'm going the longest haul possible. Coach, please, I bought RDL on the 2nd of May this year, but I didn't receive any dividend. May 2nd. I think the qualification date was supposed to be May 9th, and if it is so, then not to worry. Today is 29th. They said 29th or earlier. So today is just the 29th. They've been paying since 27th. So hopefully you can still get your stay patient, knowing fully well that you are amongst those who bought towards the end before markdown. I mean, before qualification date, right? Coach, please, best U.S. stocks to buy now. Now, let me tell you this. A state in the United States have gone and got a court ruling for the suspension of the tariffs, Donald Trump's tariff. That's a government and a people that are working. That's democracy in action, right? So what we're going to see in the US market today is a serious leap in the stock prices of so many stocks. Every news that is contrary to tariff or this suggests that there's going to be a slowdown of tariff spikes the stock market. And then, of course, NVIDIA submitted a fantastic report yesterday, though not too wonderful, but Wall Street and the entire investing public is happy with the result. So watch out for a jump in the US market today, and of course, a jump in the share price of stocks like NVIDIA and some of those technology stocks. All right, so for me, if you want to buy US stocks now, I'm always looking for safety first. There are so many other stocks that can quickly give you gains and then disappear almost immediately, right? So, but I'm looking at safety first, and there are two stocks I have my eyes on. Apart from the ones I've mentioned, ACMR, Novavax, two stocks I'm looking at. MSTR, I mentioned it, it dropped again yesterday. It's looking like it's almost time to buy. Then there's also FUTU. FUTU has a sound fundamental and will go places. And then MXR, is it MXR? I'll confirm before the end of today. That stock, you should just buy and leave it alone. I'll give you an instance of why I say so, because I had it on my watch list with a stock called Dave. Dave has moved from last year, when I penned it down, from $43 to over $200 as we speak now. And that stock I'm talking about may just be similar, because the growth trajectory over the long term is always looking parabolic. So in between the ups and downs, over a long stretch, you will see that this stock has a straightforward pattern of rising. I've done my research, and then the fundamentals are sound. These are not stocks you buy for excitement. You buy with confidence that you have invested in a solid company that will have no other option but to grow. Okay, so that's about that. Well, CWG is already touching 9 again, and this is where it gets interesting. The pattern I shared with us yesterday still happened today, right? Even though the supply is 4.4 million versus, the bid is 4.4 million versus 4.1 offers, CWG continues to drop. So there is a heavy seller. Maybe this is somebody who bought at 5 and is trying to sell off. What's the name of the last US stock you spoke about? I said FUTU. Let me be sure. Just give me a moment. There was MLX, I think. MLX. Is it MLX? I don't know. It's not MLX. It's MGX. Let's see. MGX. No, it's not MGX. I'll get back to you on that. Unfortunately, it's difficult for me to get my what you call. It's difficult for me to reach my watch list. Very difficult. It's quite a long list. All sorts of categories I have in my watch list. So it's difficult to pick out. But if I lay my hands on my watch list, I can be able to tell you exactly what it is. Let me see if I can log in here to find my watch list. Okay. All right, just a moment. I'm trying to verify a switch in device usage for this particular item. Just give me a moment. Sorry for the hitches. Just a moment, please. Just a moment, just a moment, just a moment, just a moment. 925-608. also don't want you to miss out on this, right? Yeah. Yahoo Finance. Okay. Just give me a moment, please. This is just to serve you better. All right. Yeah, got it. Just did a switch from my system down here. Okay? Let me get that stock now. I will do that search when a discussion is going on so I don't waste your time, but I've gotten right there, so I'll be able to check. Coach, is Charm still a buy for you? Well, Charms is a buy for me. It's a long-term buy for me at current price, as long as it's under 230. Which Nigerian stock should I buy now? Critics News. If you do not have first hold co, buy now. I'm talking if you are buying for long term. Dangote Sugar, it will soon get out of reach. QTix, we are still assembling to give you some time. TIP, still there for the taking. 620 looks like, between 6 and 620 looks like the best entry at the moment if it refuses to drop below 6. If you have the stomach to hold on, look for WAPCO around 80. At times, you shouldn't be afraid of the cost of these stocks, because sometimes these highly expensive ones tends to give you more value and, of course, good security. We're still looking at, of course, I've mentioned Vitafoam. NACO, should it get to 77, between 75 and 77, if anything happens? If nothing happens, I don't see it dropping below 77. Okay, so that's the few I can mention now. Ladies and gentlemen, right from when a stock like Fidelity was struggling at 17, and the rumors about court judgment and all that was all over the place. We were here picking Fidelity at 17.20 and 17.30. Now, Fidelity is at what price? Fidelity Bank is at 19.35. Up till yesterday, some people still bought at 18.25 or so. So between yesterday and today, some people have gained 1 naira, while others have gained 2 naira already this week. This is what this platform can do for you, right? Even the MD that bought earlier at 20.45 eventually bought more at 18 when it dropped. So we are on track. Hey coach, at 50, what stock can one invest in? Prince Usiomon. Prince, at 50, you are looking at dividend paying stocks, regular cash flow with growth potentials. You must have a stock like NIDF. They pay dividend 4 times because you are approaching retirement and you have just about 10 years left to work if you are in active employment. So between now and your retirement, pencil down NIDF, buy as much as possible. Buy stocks that pay dividend twice consistently. I'm talking about some banks like Zenith Bank, UBA, Zenith, UBA. You may want to add First Bank, not because they pay dividend twice, but because there is room for capital growth, because you still need the money to keep growing, all right? Your net worth or your portfolio to keep growing. So you add First Bank to that, and then Fidelity, if you can find it at 18. That stock is supposed to be a 2022 Naira stock. Today it's already 19. So Fidelity, add Fidelity, they pay dividend twice. Then you want to look at some of the fast-moving consumer goods sector. They are supposed to reign this year with the oil and gas industry. Those two sectors, particularly in Nigeria, 2025 is their year of recovery. So we're looking at stocks like Cadbury. You want to buy Cadbury, and then maybe UACN. Then, of course, for the other category, you want to buy Dangote Sugar. I am thinking NASCON is getting out of reach to soon touch 60 again and climb above 60. But I have a feeling NASCON is very valuable, but it can compensate you better if you buy Dangote Sugar based on the price now and the valuation of that particular stock. Remember, we used to question why Dangote Sugar is giving more preference during the merger plans that is currently suspended for Dangote Foods. Because it was stated that one Dangote Sugar will give you one Dangote Foods after the post-merger, whereas 14 NASCON will fetch you 13 Dangote Foods. But now we are seeing it begin to play out. Dangote Sugar has established a refinery in Ghana. So that makes Dangote Sugar a bigger company than it was last year when we were discussing the merger early last year. So everything is beginning to take shape, and it means you are buying Dangote Sugar at a far better discount at the moment. However, the quality and the value of NASCON can never be underestimated, because it is amongst the two, it is NASCON that stayed in profit while Dangote Sugar was in a loss, because most of their raw materials came from abroad. And of course, it's dollar denominated. So all the losses that most other manufacturers suffered, foreign exchange losses, Dangote Sugar suffered heavily, because their sugar, the raw sugar, the sugar canes were imported from Brazil. But recently, I hear somewhere around Taraba or somewhere around Jigawa or Taraba, there is some sugar plantation that they are working on or something like that. So a whole lot is going behind the scene, and it will only take time for us to see how it pans out. In any case, the little information we have is enough for us to take investment decisions. Coach, please, is Guinea Insurance a good buy? Guinea Insurance, if it is not more than 70 kobo per share, is a good buy. That company gave us some money between November and February. We bought at around 55 kobo, 50 kobo. It jumped to 1 naira, 110. We sold off, and it dropped. So be safe. Between Cadbury, Vitafoam, and CWG, which is good for long term? Grace is asking. They are all very good long-term stocks, in my opinion. But if you are looking for immediate gratification, the one that will pay you quicker, as we speak right now, should be Vitafoam. Then there is something in CWG that will eventually make it, if you buy at 9 or less than 9, you'll make very good money as well in capital gains. Not in dividend though, but in capital gains. As for Vitafoam, they are showing signs that they can pay as much as between 4 naira and 5 naira per share dividend, and that's a lot, which means they will be ranking about the same dividend per share as NACO is paying, something close to NACO, which is great. It's all a matter of whether or not they decide to do it. If they do so, Vitafoam should be pursuing 70 plus. And then for Cadbury, it's just the first quarter that is showing that the bad days are over, and They've long been suffering. You know, Cadbury has suffered neglect for so long. It can only get better at this point, especially with a first quarter result that is showing great strength and performance. Do I have a caller? Okay, I thought I had a caller. We keep going. Say my BVN don't match my bank details. Okay, please, coach, is it advisable to invest in NIDF? It is very much advisable, and I will say whatever you are buying from NIDF, buy between now and the end of next month, because they will soon pay dividend again after next month. Since the second quarter is ending next month, that means middle of July, NIDF will pay another quarterly dividend. I will tell you something. There is a particular fund, Nigerian Energy Investment Fund. It's similar to NIDF, but guess what? That particular fund is not even available to buy. It's a closed fund with a dividend yield of over 60%. I was discussing with my brother in the UK about it today. Very difficult to find. I've not said this anywhere else. This is the first time I'm mentioning it. Currently, that fund is, they're about to pay dividend of 300 and something naira per share. Meanwhile, the stock price is 500 and something naira per share. Imagine you buy something 5 something, they're paying you 300 and something per share. Things are happening in this market. You better take position and open your eye and make money for life. 300 and something naira dividend per share. I told you about how Arade used to pay 200 naira per share just last year, last April, before they split the stock. So this particular fund is also now trying to find a way to restructure, and I'm sure that they will do stock splits because the number of shares are too small, and the fund has continually grown earnings, and that's why they can pay that much. So now that we have NIDF, anybody who is interested, take position early enough, because there will come a time when NIDF will step up dividend per share per quarter to 10 naira. By that time, you would have bought at 113, 119, and so on. Your dividend yield will be so fantastic. Then people will be trying to buy it at 200 naira or 250 naira per share. So this is why we're here. These are not things that are publicized, unfortunately. The Nigerian media is not publicizing things like this, and so the average Nigerian populace is unaware of the fantastic opportunities in the market. Thank God for people like you who have been here and can see what is happening practically. So all you need to do is take position. I'll tell you another thing as we make progress. Just remind me of Custodian. Everybody type Custodian so that I can remember, because there is a whole lot of things we need to start telling ourselves. Serious truths we need to start telling ourselves. You will hear some things and you think, wow, I've been wasting my life. Coach, I've tried opening Atlas portfolios. K Black, what's going on? Atlas is in the house. I saw them amongst participants. So maybe we'll bring them up if you have a concern. Otherwise, type it and they'll keep responding, okay? Custodian, I need you to type Custodian. I have something to tell you about Custodian. Coach, what is the best price for Zenith Bank and Wapik and Cadbury? Cadbury, 36 is okay. So anything under 37 is fine for Cadbury. Zenith, it's been going for 48 now. I remember saying at 46, Zenith is too cheap, right? Eventually, it's now 48, but if you can find it at 30, if you can find it at 37, that will be fair enough. Okay. Lily One's Interior says, NIDF should wait, oh, let me pull my fund from Treasury bill next year, February, and put it in. Okay. I hope they can hear you as you have typed or as you have spoken. Oh my God. You know what? You know what? You know what I plan to do? I have just watched I have an idea already. I've been enjoying the dividends quarterly. I have just watched, and this is how the stock market can be wonderful. I have just watched my Northern Nigerian flour mills I bought at 40 something rise to 130 something. So I'm just looking for the peak. You know what I'll do? I'm not going to wait for payout by flour mills, the parent company. What I'm going to do when I see the end, when I feel I've seen the end, is I'm going to divest completely from Northern Nigerian flour mills and invest everything in NIDF. Remember, I bought the Northern Nigerian flour mills. It was nothing compared to NIDF. NIDF was 110 naira, 115 naira. But I bought this Northern Nigerian flour mills at 40 something. It has now grown and grown beyond the cost of NIDF already. So if I had 1 million Northern Nigerian flour mills, I am now able to accumulate 1 million NIDF by selling the Northern Nigerian flour mills. If I had 100,000 Northern Nigerian flour mills that I bought at 43, now that it's 130 something, I can comfortably sell off and buy 100,000 NIDF and still have change left. This is how the investment game works. So when somebody says, wow, you have 1 million Zenith, they need to know where you started. And then that continues to give you steady dividend in millions without struggle. I enjoyed the excitement that I saw in most of you when you received your Aradale dividend. In the group, everybody was just talking, I've received my Aradale. My Aradale just landed. My Aradale just dropped without noise. I mean, it's such a wonderful sight to behold, right? That's the kind of culture. We are a smart generation, let's not forget. And so you shouldn't go and be struggling physically because you want to make money. There are so many ways to be wealthy, and you too will make it. What did you mention we should take hold of now, please? Kingsley Ahuchaugo. Wow. Oh my God, how can I remember now? I've said a lot of things already. Yeah? Okay, Alhaji Aziz Taufik is asking, good afternoon, sir. Is it possible to buy stocks or shares without bank account? It's not possible, sir. Rise Above says, I created Atlas account last week, but no response. Really? Check your spam mailbox and get back to me here. Sir, what's the name of the stock you mentioned with 60% yield dividend? People are angry. People are on fire. Farm Mina. You want to look for that stock, you won't find the stock. It's a Nigerian energy investment fund. I think you can't find it. Holders are not selling. It's even a closed fund. So they are trying to, like I said, they're trying to restructure it, and maybe they'll come out and make it available. But before then, I know they will split it, and then you won't find it at the 500 and something it is. Currently, it's at 500 and something naira per share, but they're about to pay a dividend. I wish, maybe I should post it. I'll post the corporate action announcement. You will see it. They're about to pay 300 and something naira per share as dividend. Oh my God. What is the full meaning of NIDF? Nigerian Infrastructure Debt Fund. It's managed by Chapel Hill, Denham. Precious says, how do I start buying stocks? Okay. Who can respond to this now? Fortune Ojenama. Please come and respond to this. There's a question. How do I start buying shares? Jude Moore says, do you know about Trading 212 platform? Yes, sir, I do. They are based in the UK, and but they don't accept Nigerian accounts anymore. They used to. I have trading 212 account myself. God, I beg, oh, make I no go rob bank one day put for stock. Lily wants interiors. I know that feeling, and it's good. That's a very good feeling. You know, you may have said this jokingly, but something is being stirred up in you. The investor in you is being stirred up. That's what a community like this can do. You get so challenged, you'll be like, what have I been doing all this while? Come on now. And then, even if there is a demon conjured to you to waste your money, to blow money, you know that thing that people say, work very hard for my money, but I don't seem to know what I do with it. From January to December, 50 million has passed through my hands. I can't lay hands on what I did with that money. That demon, this is where we destroy such demons. Because you can't be sitting under my mentorship and still squander money. It's not possible unless you are not listening. Yes? So be glad if you find yourself in a community where you are challenged to grow your money. You know what we are doing? Most of us don't even know what we are doing now. But in a matter of 2-3 years, you will realize. But most importantly, by the time you clock 55, 60, you'll be amazed what you have done to yourself today. Right? Because you see, money is transient. Before you know it, it's gone. And I've told you before, confirm how much you have in January. Watch out what becomes of what you have become at the end of December. Meanwhile, for 2024, sit down. This is homework for you. If you like, do it. If you don't like, no problem. If you forget, remember again. Sit down, run your account statements in all your accounts and in all the apps. Total inflow, January 1st to December 31st, 2024. Check how much has gone into your account and out of your account. You will surprise yourself if you do this. You will start looking around and wondering, where did all this money go? But that was what happened. So what we are doing now, when you start getting so challenged, looking for where, I've had somebody ask whether she should sell part of her jewelry. I know, I'm very convinced right now that what she sold and bought stocks has already multiplied. If possible, she might have a regret. I should have sold everything that time. Because I remember advising, just sell a bit and test and see. When you get to that point, you have destroyed any, you know this thing they say, village people are just messing you up. You are working, you are saving money, but you can't know what you are doing with it. That demon is destroyed in this kind of setup. Jude Moore, select invest, right? I hope you can hear me so that I can save time now. Good afternoon, Coach. Please, sir, which dividend stocks can I buy today? Dividend stock you can buy today. Buy Zenith Bank. Benita of Former says, how much do I need to start? Whatever you have is enough. Yes? Benita, whatever you have is enough. Go ahead and start. Do you have a brokerage account? This Ebele says, Coach, you are right. This year, I can tell where all my funds are going to. Interesting. Coach, please don't forget Custodian. Yes, sir. Which stock should I buy between First Holdco and NIDF? What exactly do you want? NIDF is strictly a long-term dividend cash flow stock. If you are torn between the two because of limited cash, then I will say, okay, go ahead and buy a stock like, go ahead and buy NIDF because you are about to receive dividend again, and you will receive about 3 dividends this year, though the third one will spill into next year. Yeah, but that's what happens. So based on that, you can buy NIDF now, and then later on, you go ahead and buy first hold call. Though first hold call could also change over time in terms of price movement. Samuel Helen says, "Good afternoon, coach. Thank you for all you do. Thank you very much." Open a stock account with Atlas Portfolios and then follow coach. Hello, Fortune. Are you there?
Good afternoon, Coach. I'm here.
Hello, Fortune.
Good afternoon, Coach. I'm here. If you can
Okay.
hear me.
I had this sound challenge. Can you hear me now?
Loud and clear, sir. I can hear you very well.
Hello.
Hello, Coach. I can hear you very well, loud and clear.
Okay, better. I can hear you now. So go ahead. You are our regarding that question that was asked. How do I start?
Okay. Good afternoon. My name is Fortune from Port Harcourt. So I can't remember the name of the person that asked the question, but I know that maybe the person can hear me. Well, it's not difficult to start at all. As a matter of fact, I started not too long ago myself, just January this year. What you need to do, first of all, is to open a brokerage account. That is, if you don't have, you open a brokerage account. Normally, most of us in the group, we use Atlas portfolios because of, the the commission they charge is very, you know, is very low compared to other brokerage services or offices. When you open a brokerage account, which of course, if you're interested in Atlas, you get the link from Coach. You send him a DM on Instagram. Most of us follow him on Instagram. You get a link from Coach after you send him a DM asking for the link to open your brokerage account with Atlas. When you open that account, the next thing you need to do is to head to Coach's YouTube YouTube page to watch videos on how to trade so that you understand how to navigate the Atlas sites. Watch those videos on how to trade. And then we also have what we call the Net Worth Investors Club. That's where most of us here interact, ask questions when we don't.
Looks like we have lost her there due to connection problems.
Understand things. We have people like Mal know what to buy and what not to buy because Coach has great knowledge in that aspect. Then you can start or hello, Coach. Can you hear me?
Yes, there is a bit of
Can you
fluctuation
hear me,
from your
sir?
end, but we can hear you now.
Can you hear me,
Yes,
sir?
please, go ahead.
Hello, can you hear me, sir?
Loud and clear.
Okay. So I don't know where you stopped hearing me. I don't know where you stop. What you need to do, if I can just run through, open a brokerage account, ask Coach for the link, go to Coach's YouTube page, watch videos on how to navigate the Atlas site, then join the live every day, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m., where you ask questions and get to know more about trading or investments. And then you know invest or fund your Atlas portfolios with whatever amount you have. It doesn't have to be 100 million. Even if you have 1,000, you can start from there. They are paying.
Okay, so poor connection there, but thank you very much.
So
You've done noble. Unfortunately, we've been having hitches with the connection. She has done a great job giving us real details of how to go about this. Thank you very much, Fortune. Really appreciate your efforts. Hopefully, we get you when the network improves. Please, I joined a little bit late. Can I still watch a replay on this your page in order to get what you said from the beginning? Ike Christian, the replays are always uploaded on my YouTube channel. So you want to go straight to the YouTube channel first, subscribe for free so you can see all replays on a daily basis, right? So go ahead and click on the Linktree link on my bio. You will see all my social media handles, including the YouTube channel. Go there, click on the YouTube channel, subscribe for free. You will see all previous sessions, including today's session that will be uploaded around 6 p.m. latest. All right. Kel says, please, good entry price for Zenith. We're talking about 47, but I think it's around 48 at the moment. But 47 is okay. Maybe I should try the Atlas broker. Emi likes. You are the CEO of your portfolio. If you are not getting value for money with whoever you are, you can move. Just like you have you have the right to open as many bank accounts as possible as well. Okay, Like says, I use Morgan Capital, but it's like the interface is complex. Does Atlas have a mobile interface? Well, the interface of Morgan and Atlas is the same, exactly the same. You want to head over to my YouTube channel to see how to trade Nigerian stocks on Morgan Capital platform. There are two 15-minute videos that I did. I think that should make it very simple for you. Otherwise, you can also check the Atlas Portfolios video, which is much longer. Can we use bank apps like OPay and PalmPay to pay, or the real banks? Well, as long as you can describe your full name as transaction narration, they can pick it and credit your account. So you can, yes. Please, could you have me added to your group? What does it take? Lady C, very simple. Just follow me on Instagram. Send me a direct message, a DM. I'm typing my Instagram handle there. Just grab and go right away at Wealth Coach Omiete. Search for me. That's it there at Wealth Coach Omiete. I've also pinned it. Follow me on Instagram. Send me a DM. I'll send you the link to open your brokerage account. I'll send you the link to join the group and any other thing that you need to make inquiries about. Coach, is Okomo oil a good buy right now? Where have you been, Ojo Azim? When I was saying it's at 550 now, and Presco is looking like hitting, going above 900, that means it will move above 600. And that is what has just played out. In any case, Presco is more valuable than it and more expensive than it, but you can still buy at 6 something and stay patient and watch Presco climb above 1,000. Then Okomo will follow and hit 700 plus, if that is what you want. I have started a transfer from Bamboo to Atlas. How long does it take? Thanks. I think Atlas can respond to you on the comment section. Capital Trust Brokers also uses same platform as Atlas. Oh, really? Interesting stuff. That's the best. That platform is the best in terms of data transmission and so on. I'm considering buying Boa Cement. What do you think? Well, some of us have quietly bought Boa Cement and are sitting pretty, patiently waiting. If you have the same level of patience, feel free to get in. Atlas are doing a good job. They respond very fast, and I use OPay to pay. All right. Sir, please, what's the best price to buy First Hold Co? First Hold Co. Currently at 25, trying to establish a strong support at 25, but you can buy at 24 if you are lucky. What is the qualification date for NIDF, coach, please? The big T, NIDF has not announced their second quarter dividend yet. They will, but that will be at the end of next month. And then they will now announce a qualification date which should enter maybe the first week of July before payment. So you are still free to buy for now. NIDF continues to pay 3-4 times a year. So the dividend comes quarterly. So some of us who don't want quarterly struggles, we just have sufficient NIDF to keep pumping money into our account so we can reinvest in the stock market. We just keep blowing. Okay, please, good enterprise for Zenith. Okay, I've responded to you. That's from Kels. Hello, coach. Is Wapik a strong buy? And what's the best enterprise? Akudo Onido. Wapik should be selling around 2 now. I wish it was around under 2 before you are asking. Let's see, Wapik. She's selling at 210. I would still rather buy Wapik under 2 naira. That's the safest place to get in. How do I get into the network club? Akudo, just send me a DM requesting for the link to join the group. Yes, simple. Then direction on how to do it will be sent, including the link. Please, everybody remember, if you are sent the link to join the group, don't just click the link to go there. If you do not download Discord app, it's like WhatsApp application. You have to download it, install in your phone, open your own Discord account after installation. Then when you click the link, it takes you there. These are all security measures to protect users. And also, it helps to, that's why even the link expires over time. So sometimes I send you the link, you don't get to see it until after 2-3 days. By the time you try to use it, it's expired. So you will need a fresh link. That way, intruders are kept at bay. Yes? Odua, Rita, please, tip and an idea which is better to buy now. They all have their advantages. TIP is a value stock that still has enough time to grow and give you capital gains. NIDF, we need more time to increase your money, but it gives you more flexibility in terms of cash flow. You want to decide how, what to do now. Now, if you are older, you need regular cash flow. You want to go for NIDF first because TIP is still affordable. Could be selling for 6 now, could still drop to 5. So, but get done with NIDF first if you are older, right? Otherwise, if the cash is so much, then you can split it between the two. I hope that's clear. Do I have a caller? Right? Oh, we have Alhaji Aziz Taufik. Alhaji Taufik. Let's have Alhaji come on board. While we are trying to establish connection with him, coach, how much is okay for NIDF? I think 113. Should see you buy it. Just put in a bid at 113. Every day it closes at 111, but you can hardly find it at 111 unless you find a very desperate seller who is looking to take out money quickly. So how do we get an idea of when you said it's not available? Kingsley Ahuchalgo. I'm not talking about NIDF. I wasn't talking about NIDF. Sir, if I put in 5 million in NIDF, what will I be getting? Flamsy Eagle. Come with me, let's do the math. 5 million in NIDF, assuming you buy at 113, you'll be getting 44,247 NIDF shares. 44,247 NIDF shares. So let's take out the fraction and assume that will take care of the commissions, right? So 44,000 NIDF, round figure. With this 44,000 NIDF paid over 5 Naira dividend per share, and they're likely going to declare the same. NIDF dividend history. Yeah. I want to run through the dividend history of NIDF, okay? First, you have October 2023, NIDF paid 7 Naira 62 kobo. December 2023, NIDF paid 6 Naira 55 kobo. January 2024, NIDF paid 3 Naira 95 kobo. April 2024, NIDF paid 4 Naira 23 kobo. July 2024, NIDF paid 4 Naira 27 kobo. October 2024, NIDF paid 5 Naira 9 kobo. January this year, NIDF paid 5 Naira 50 kobo. April this year, NIDF paid 5 Naira 43 kobo. Now, I'd like to let you know that the January payment of 5 Naira 50 kobo was actually the December dividend. That is the fourth quarter 2024 dividend, the last one for 2024. Right? So that's the way it goes. I was just mentioning the date. So the first quarter dividend for 2025 is what was paid in April last month, 23rd. They paid 5 Naira 43 kobo. So let's assume that that's the same amount they're going to be paying you after you buy these 44,000 shares with 5 million Naira. So 5 Naira 43 kobo times these 44,000 shares. You should be expecting 238,000 as your first quarter dividend because you are just buying it now. Otherwise, going forward, you will receive something about this amount 2 more times this year, since the first one has already been paid. And then you just keep going. So every quarter, in other words, this times 4, which makes it 1 full year, you will receive 955,000 Naira on your 5 million Naira every year. 955,000. So if we check it to see the dividend yield, we are talking about 19%. Mind you, there is a chance that the dividend will be increased over time. It will not remain 5 Naira 43 kobo, but this is just a safe estimate going forward so that any increase in the future is actually a plus. So if you are on 19% dividend yield on a stock that you bought at 5 million Naira, that's something fantastic. That's more like buying the federal government Sukuk bond, which was 19.75. By the way, 1 year after now, it could just be much more, better in terms of dividend growth, right? So that's the way these things work. And then, of course, don't forget, the stock price also has a chance to go up. So that's the way it is. Coach, My new challenge now is I want to buy all these stocks you are mentioning. Exactly. Rebuild and rise, that's the problem. We are all in this problem together. Even me. Can I tell you what I did today? I had to sell some Transcorp, right, to buy more Vitafoam. That's what I did. So there comes a time when you're looking for money, because you really want to get into something and then you just do something. So you can do something. Or you just stay patient and let money come. But I can assure you, you will never be a waster of money anymore. I can assure you. There is no village people anywhere that can make you a waster anymore. I have somebody who said he's planning to sell his car to buy stocks. But before you get to that stage, you must know what you are doing or be properly guided. Because when you are seeing results, you are wondering, everybody has common sense. I mean, why am I stacking up useless things that are taking money out of me? So, boom. In fact, there are two of them. One uses the car for Uber. It doesn't look like it is really giving reasonable returns. And mind you, wear and tear, maintenance costs, all the headaches surrounding maintaining a car and all that. So we are getting smarter. And this is where smart investors dwell. Don't struggle for money, don't sweat for money, let money work for you rather. Okay, please coach, what's the enterprise for QTix NIDF tip? QTix is currently at 218, 219. NIDF 113, because you won't see it at 111 unless you are lucky. And then what's the other one now? Your comment has been pushed down. I have to struggle to find it again. Kochi, I want to follow your steps. What's a good price to take some profit? Presco and Okomo. What? Please keep your Presco for life. We will be here to see Presco at 1,500 Naira. And that will just be about when we are getting started. The thing in that stock, unless they give bonus and water it down, and the price now comes down a bit. If Presco does not issue bonus, that stock will just keep rising. Thank you very much, Rebuild and Rise. Appreciate the gifts. So please, 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 don't go and buy just some stocks, just leave them there. Show says, please sell your car to buy Nigeria stock. So a car is a liability. Yes, actually, cars are liabilities if we don't know. So, and a lot of, the moment fuel prices increased, number of cars causing traffic on the road reduced drastically. How many of us noticed that? People were buying petrol for 500 Naira per liter, 350 Naira per liter, then suddenly now it's about 1,000. Many people drop their cars. So I'm talking about people who have cars that they don't need. Right? Go ahead and reproduce that. Let that money go and work for you instead of being a liability. Livestock on full bid. Well, I mentioned that livestock lately. I said, you see this livestock, everybody abandoned it. Something's about to happen. The way it's going, attention will shift. Well, thank you very much, Maobi, for that feedback. Livestock on full bid. Let's see how far it can go. Sir, is it advisable to sell QTix at 30% profit and reinvest in NIDF? Steve, what was your aim of buying QTix? But 30% is a good profit. The point is, how many NIDF can you satisfactorily gather? If you are happy with that, go ahead. We are here for business. We are not here for sentiments. If you want that regular, because actually, there is how much NIDF you can gather. When they pay you dividend, you reinvest that dividend back in the QTix. Simple, right? Exactly. Thank you very much. I can see all the gifts flying around. Rebuild and Rise really gifting me heavily there. And of course, a looks like himself and Ace. They just opened up their vault and are pouring out money left, right, and center. Lily one says the money should come quickly now. I'm telling you, I know these things. It used to do me. We are still in it. Is Fidelity a good buy at 1950? You see that? We were talking, it's a good buy at 1720, 1730, 1790, even 1820 yesterday. It was a good buy. Now it's difficult for me to answer whether it's a good buy at 1950 because it may drop, it may not. It may now start trying to trace its way back to 20 and above. So if you see it at 1950, please buy. My blood is always hot when you talk about stocks. It feels like buying oil. Aleshin Loye, Lekon. Yes, I agree with you. It should be hot because my own blood is also hot. I'm not here to dampen your own blood. It must, even if you come here with cold blood, it will get hot. It will boil. That's the fact. Okay, please, what is good entry price for Vitafoam? Abipel, Vitafoam 54 is okay. How much is it right now, by the way? Let's see. Vitafoam. If I have not been logged out, let's see how much is Vitafoam. 54.50 currently, showing red. Let's see. 3.7 million bids versus 2.1 million offers. Lowest offer is 54.50. Highest bid is 54. We'll see how it goes. Okay, yesterday, Wema Bank, just after we closed, Wema Bank jumped down to 12 Naira plus and closed at 12 Naira 80 kobo. That was a fantastic opportunity. You remember I was telling us, if you see Wema Bank below 13, it's good, and it's looking like it will get to go below 13. In the moment we closed and I said goodbye and came to the system, Wema started selling at 12. So anybody who could grab at that time, congratulations. A lot of charms at 2 Naira 29 kobo, 2 Naira 30 kobo. Some millions of charms just got traded. I'm seeing it there, scrolling over there. Okay. All right. So, please, what is a good entry price for Vitafoam? Okay, I've responded to that. Coach, please, how do I sell my shares? Prudent. Who is your broker? Can you confirm which broker you use? You just need to go onto the platform, log in there, and place your order for sale. If you use broker that does not give you real-time access to sell by yourself, then you do an email, mandate to sell. Establish what stock you want to sell, how many you want to sell. You can say how much you want to sell per share, or you say they should sell at market order, which means whatever the price they're able to sell it off, they do so. Hi, coach. I have had an idea for a while, almost a year, but never received dividend. Oh, really? Shiniem. Ah, that's serious. Who is your broker? Please contact your broker and tell them to push for your dividend because you have unclaimed dividends. Interesting. Now I'm glad to let you know that there are 4 dividends you have not received because they pay 4 times a year. So if you have held for a year, get set for some dividend inflow into your account. Just contact your broker and follow up. Otherwise, Google search the registrars for NIDF. So you are following up directly by emailing the registrars and giving them your details, telling them you have not received any dividend, while also telling your broker to follow up. That's what to do. What's the best entry for FT and Cocoa? Bioluwatife. FT and Cocoa has been jumping around 240, 261, currently 261. 11 million shares traded. Maybe around 260, but the bids are mounting up. The only problem it may be facing is that all-time, 52 weeks high of 275. It's afraid to get there. It gets knocked back. But a lot is mounting up there right now. This is a stock we have been waiting to come back down to under 2 naira. It's refusing, and 11 million shares being bidded for right now. So maybe 260, otherwise less. Somebody will still come out and offload a lot. Those who bought under 2 naira. So sometimes you just need a lot of patience. It can instill fear in you as well, as though you are about to lose out. That's what they call, or miss out. That's what they call FOMO, fear of missing out. Ali says, investing in stocks and cryptocurrency, which is better? It depends on your temperament, what you are comfortable with. If I tell you it's better to invest in stocks, that's because I have a bias for stocks, even though I invest in crypto, but very passively. Don't go about every day researching and analyzing crypto. I am more comfortable with what I see, and stocks are stocks, when you invest in stocks, you're investing in a company that you can see, very tangible. They're in business, you can lay hands on what they're doing, check through their financial records and decide whether or not the business is profitable. They have buildings, assets, and human beings employed, working every day to generate the money. For crypto, completely digital. You can't see nothing. You are investing in a digital asset that you really can't see. So it's what the market says that you follow. Oh, Bitcoin is $110 per share, per coin. $110,000 per coin. Okay. You just follow. So the risk is more in the intangible than the tangible, because for the tangible, you keep getting dividends, you're also getting capital gains. Oyinloluwa, do they send dividends to your bank account or brokerage account? Your dividend goes straight to your bank account, sir. FRSC Home says, hello, coach. What's the best enterprise for tip? Thank you, sir. The best for now is between 6 naira and 610 or 620 max. I have subscribed already, sir, in both YouTube and IG. I've been spending hours watching your videos on YouTube, sir. God bless you for your kindness in teaching us for free. Ike Christian, thank you very much for that feedback. Knowledge is not easy to come by, and then even acquiring it is another hard work. We need to understand this. But anybody who can take their time to go into their YouTube channel and just go through these things, you don't know what you have done to yourself. You are completely transforming your life. The problem with this part of the world is that these things are not publicized, it's not in the public, it does not generate attention, and so many people miss out. So it is something about you that has brought you here and has kept you. It's not just about money making. You know what they say about birds of the same feather flocking together? That's it. There are many people who come across this and just go back. But when they see where other much more enticing things are being done, they get attracted. Well, that's why the rich list is not crowded. Have you observed that? The rich list is not crowded. Imagine the whole of Africa, the richest man is coming from Nigeria. The richest black man on the earth is from Nigeria. He has been doing things that does not attract the general public, and it is now speaking for him, right? So when I see somebody come to say, I've been going through all your YouTube, it takes a lot of sacrifice, even on your part, to sit down, be watching video, you get distracted, all sorts of things these days. So if you are successfully doing that, forget it. Nobody will see your back. And then, of course, that makes me feel fulfilled. Not a problem. Whatever DM you send on IG after the live session, my team will run around it and respond accordingly. Myself also. Good afternoon. Please beg Atlas to be more proactive with responses. Dr. Abisoye Ajayi, Atlas is here. can you come over on Instagram, on TikTok, so that we can, they can sort you out, because they are not on IG actually, but they are on Instagram, they're on TikTok. I don't know if they are connected on Instagram, but they are on, today they're in the house. Coach, please, what is a good entry price for NIDF? I've mentioned it's 113 and below. Dr. Abisoya Ajayi said, this 5 naira, is it per year or quarterly? It's quarterly, sir. They've already paid for first quarter and they don't delay. They remind me of Aradale. No delay, no waste of time. They surprised me personally when they first got listed. The first year of their listing, instead of paying 4 times, they paid 5 times. That was a huge surprise because December came, they paid the December, the fourth quarter dividend in January, and then they announced another one, said, oh, there's another dividend, special dividend from the sale of an asset. And they decided that the proceeds of that sale be distributed to shareholders. That was how we received 5 times in 2023 or so. 2023, yes. So very transparent, straightforward, just keep building the business and sharing to shareholders. The money that we would have spent and forgotten about what we did with it. For instance, now, if you want to go on a vacation, you're going to spend millions. You will surely spend millions if you decide to travel out of Nigeria on vacation. So we have spent such monies carelessly like that and nothing to show for it. It's gone. But you know what? If you take your time to deny yourself some instant gratification for a while, all the things you miss, you will do more. You will achieve much more and still not feel it and still not be broke. Nobody listening to me, following me for 1 full year should ever go broke because they try to do something good for themselves. You know, that type of thing can annoy you. Okay, you love gold and you have 500,000 naira and you see the gold necklace or chain or whatever and you buy it. And then the moment you buy it, you are broke. You have gold, but you are broke. You will be angry inside. You'll be unhappy. So the best way to do these things is hold on, grow that 500,000. Then from whatever it has grown to, buy gold. You are no longer broke while buying gold and you are still happy for buying gold. So the joy of having that asset, it could be gold, it could be a car, it could be a house, it could be a dress, whatever. You are no longer feeling like something has left. Something should stop leaving you. That's what I'm saying. But it takes time to build these things up so that you are joyful. You pay for your vacation trip. You spend money for vacation. You go on the vacation. You are happy. You find yourself in the beach. You are excited. You are not half happy because you know that after the vacation, reality will dawn on you that you are broke. No, that's not how to live the life. Is somebody getting my point now? If you are getting my point now, type custodian. It's time for me to talk about custodian. Type custodian, custodian, custodian. If you can hear me and you got the point, type custodian. Nobody should ever suffer a drop in their standard of living if you are following me. This is a well community. You can't get worse than your yesterday. It's completely unacceptable. It doesn't happen. So you are supposed to keep getting better by the day. And if the Holy Bible has stated, Bible, not business book, Bible says, money answereth all things. You need to ponder over that afresh. You are having problem with landlord, for instance, money. You are angry with your wife that she's presenting school fees problem, money. They are insulting you where you work, money. Your health is challenged or your mother's health is challenged, they need to do liver transplant or kidney transplant. Everywhere there's tension, money. Money answer most of the BP causing problems is money. Because if there was money, you won't have those problems. That's why you will not only be more comfortable with yourself and do what you want. You see what you're investing now, very soon it will grow to the extent you will tell yourself, this job I'm doing is not what I'm called for. I mean, I have a calling. Come on now, I have a passion. I need to go in and pursue my passion. That's what the boldness to leave what you are doing because you were actually surviving by it. It can only come from when you have accumulated sufficient resources in terms of your investments. And then you can dare anything and then do whatever you want to do with your time and your life. All right. I know I'm having some, okay. I'm looking for your, Gerald is on the line. So let's hear Gerald and then we will get back to Custodian. I'm not seeing Custodian on.
Hi, good afternoon, sir.
I'm not seeing Custodian on Instagram. Did they hear me at all? I'll give you some updates about Custodian. Hello, Gerald.
Good afternoon, sir.
Very good afternoon. Good to have you.
So, my name is Gerald, and I'm calling from Canada. I'm actually here for Atlas.
Okay.
A cousin of mine requested to open an account with Atlas for like almost 9 to 10 days right now. Up to now, he hasn't received his login details, so I don't know. So that's why I'm here to find out from Atlas if there is any error in his application or what.
Okay. Have you asked him to check his spam mailbox, please?
Yes, I even this morning I asked him, like not up to 20 minutes ago, I asked him if he has checked his spam. He said nothing is there.
All right. I'm calling Atlas up. They will soon be with you, talking with you right away. While we are waiting for them to connect, Ojo Azim says Okomu is getting really high right now. Well, it's fine.
I don't see it.
All right. Hello, Atlas. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
All right. You are on to Gerald. Gerald, over to you and Atlas. The floor is yours.
Hi, Atlas. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
So, a cousin of mine requested for account opening for like almost 10 days ago. Up till now, he hasn't received his login details. So I don't know if there is any error in his application.
All right, his name, sir?
Roger Dixon Okorie.
Roger Dixon Okorie.
Okorie, Okorie.
Okay, all right. Sorry, I'm trying to check. Okay. All right. Exercise patience, sir. Let me confirm this.
Okay, while she's trying to confirm that, let's go through some of your comments. Please, sir, is there a way I can get to register to dematerialize my GT go to my broker's account? Yes. Whoever your broker is, email them, tell them, look, dematerialize my GT stocks, and they will process. Sir, is it a good time to add more DANSEM for long-term wealth and dividend? Absolutely. Pay banks, it's a very good time, especially now that the stock is being overlooked and ignored. That's the time I like to buy stocks.
Okay.
They say stocks is my new calling. Oh my God, I have characters here. It's all right. Go ahead, Ma.
All right, I've seen the accounts. Apologies for the oversight. Sorry. You see, the CSCS mix-up and all that. Sometimes we get to create an account and we can't even trace it on the portal. But I'm just saying it now. I've sent him a login details and the mail to fund his account is CSCS details. So you can tell him to confirm from his mailbox.
Okay. Thank you very, very much.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you, sir. Okay, that's all, Coach. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. I will ask Atlas to stay on. Anybody who has questions for Atlas, please call in right now. J Ace, you are the next. While you are connecting, let's see. Fortune Ojenama says, testimony. Thank you, coach. My father-in-law has received his dividends for Flour Mills, Nigeria. Really? Please come on live and let's hear you. We need to hear this because I'm sure someone else might just get a tip or two from your feedback. J8, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
How are you doing?
I am very well. Can you hear me clearly?
Loud and clear. Please go ahead, tell us your name and where you're streaming from.
All right, my name is J.A.'s Jack for short. I am calling from China. I've been watching your live stream in the last 2 months and I've learned a lot. Thank you. I've got a question. I have about 15 companies' stocks, including Guinness and some other big shots. But I invested very lightly, not too much. So I was thinking if to like upgrade uh, uh, or buy new stocks from different companies. Like I have Charms, I have Etana, I have Fidelity Bank, I have GTB, and other big company like Weme Bank, UACN, Transcorp, Zenith. So I was thinking if to like invest more in those stocks. But I heard you guys talking about NIDF and some other stuff. So I was thinking if to get from these new companies or to just uh, go on with the ones I've got and buy more. Thank you. That's my question.
All right. If all of the stocks you have mentioned are looking great, especially if you have had them between November and now. But the point is, you can actually still add to what you already have. If you are happy with the prospects in them as discussed, especially for a stock like NIDF that pays dividend 4 times a year, it is the second company after Seplat listed on the exchange that pays dividend 4 times. Every other company pays either once or twice. So it will be a good addition if you think so. Then for the others, if you think there are too many, you could also do something called portfolio rebalancing. But I can help with going through them so we can know which of them to divest from. Because in the end, you want to maximize the returns in your portfolio and also for it to be designed in a way it suits your investment goal. So you can go ahead with plans to add NIDF because there will come a time when that NIDF, as they continue to show consistency in the quarterly dividend payment, the price will have to leave 120 naira per share to say 200 or 250.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Jay.
Thank you. Okay. So I will get in touch with you privately.
Yes, just do me a DM. You already follow me on Instagram, yes?
No.
Yes.
In China, it's a lot hard to access some social media. But I'll try to get onto Instagram. I'm already your fan on TikTok, so I can send you DM via TikTok if that's okay
You can do that. You
for
can do
now.
that. I'm just worried about missing out on it. And
Okay.
let's see how it goes. You can go on TikTok. Let's see how quickly I am able to
Okay.
respond.
All right. Thank you, sir. Have a
Thank
great day.
you. Cheers. Okay. Fortune Ojenama, sorry, she has been here before. Let's hear her testimonial. Hello.
Okay, good afternoon, coach, once again. I hope this time my network is clear enough.
Loud and
I
clear.
don't know if you remember, sometime this year, early this year, I told you about my father-in-law that had shares with flour mills and then it got delisted and all of that. And then you told us that we should write to the registrars, contact them, that his dividends must be there because they were paying dividends. And I just, decided to do what you said. We wrote to them, they gave us some forms to fill. We filled the forms. And just yesterday, coach, if you see the alerts that were
Oh
coming
my.
in, pa-
Oh my. Network will not let us hear her. You know what? We will still draw her back. Whenever we hear her voice, we'll get to. Hello, just hold on. Can you hear me? This network will not discourage us, right?
he didn't, hundreds of thousands, coach. And I don't know. Yes.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can,
Unfortunately,
sir. I can, sir.
network
So
is
I just wanted to
trouble.
say thank you because you opened our eyes, to getting those shares back. We're truly grateful because we got free money, monies that we did not expect in hundreds of thousands, just like that. So thank you. And for those who also have shares that they may have forgotten, please go and write your registrars and ask them more. They will give you forms to fill. Those monies will come back to you. So thank you, coach, and God bless you. I'm really grateful to you.
Thank you very much. Unfortunately, we just missed out on most of the things you said because your network was freezing. In any case, all we heard was if you see the alert, and that was it. The rest we heard you jumping and laughing. But it's okay.
So the alerts were coming, pap, 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 in hundreds of thousands, coach.
Interesting. It's good to hear. Now, let me ask a question. Apart from his unclaimed dividends, he was also supposed to
Yes,
have
sir.
been paid for the stocks that he owns, particularly because the company has now delisted and has paid off minority shareholders. Were you able
Yes.
to confirm that that was also done?
Well, I haven't confirmed because they called from the village to tell us that they're just receiving hundreds of thousands like that constantly, non-stop alerts, non-stop. So I didn't know which one is which, but they just told. So I said I will share this testimony today. So maybe I will
Awesome.
call and find out if but they won't know, except maybe when we travel, they won't know.
Not a problem already. You are the choicest from what Maobi is saying, that your father-in-law will be proud of you and he will tell all his friends that come and see the golden daughter-in-law that I have. Thank you
It's
so
all
very
thanks to you, coach. It's all thanks to you. Thank you, sir. God bless.
much. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you see what we're about? Impact lives, make a change, and it doesn't take anything. April Creations, you are next in line to come on live and speak to us regarding whatever you have to say. After April, going by the queue, Lily wants interiors. I want to be able to give everybody that is standing by to call in a chance to talk. Well, due to network challenges, I guess April Creation has dropped out. Then we go on to Lily Wants Interiors.
And coach,
Hello, good afternoon. How are you?
I'm fine. Coach, thank you very much. I got my Aradel dividend yesterday. I was so happy.
I wasn't the one that paid you. It's your money. Glad to hear that. It feels good, right?
Thank you very much. Thank you. God bless the day I found your page. Anyway, I wanted to speak to Atlas. One of my friend opened an account. Yes, yes, it does. One of my friend opened an account with them since 2 weeks now, no response. So I wanted to speak to Atlas.
Atlas Portfolios, please could you come on live and clear the air on this also?
All right, I'm here, sir. Can I have the name of the customer?
Okay, Chinwoba Marvel.
Can you say that again? Sorry, can I have the name again? I didn't get that.
Chinwoba Marvel.
Marvel.
Do you want me to spell it?
All right, then Marvel will be fine.
Yes.
Shumba Marvel.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I think it's just what I treated not quite long. It's ready. You'll get login details today. I think someone mentioned the name not quite long.
Okay.
You'll get his details today.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Fatma.
All right, thank you very much. Next on the queue is Donald Ngam. Hello, Donald.
Good afternoon, Coach.
Good afternoon. Tell us where you're streaming from.
Coming from Abuja.
Thank you, Donald from Abuja. Go ahead.
My question is to Atlas.
All right, Atlas, please listen up. Donald is here for you.
Hello, Atlas. Hello, Atlas.
Good afternoon. Kindly proceed.
All right. I would like to move my stocks from a fintech app to your platform. So I'd like to move.
Sorry, sir. Can you be more audible?
I said I would love to move my stock from a fintech app to your platform. So I'd love to know how to go about that.
Okay, what's the name of the fintech app, sir?
Trove.
For people using Trove, you have to sell down. Trove is opens a custodian account for customers. That's the issue with Trove for now. So you might have to sell down to probably use the fund somewhere else. But for those who use Bamboo and some Yocha, yes, you can move. They are affiliated to a house. But Trove is a third party and they are not coming in directly to the licensed broker. So they open a custodian account for their customers. So basically, you don't have a CSCS account number with them. So you might just have to sell down.
All right. Thank you.
Sorry about that, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hola, Henry, are you there? Hola, Henry. All right, we don't have time to waste. We go on to Shinyam. Hello, Shinyam. Hello, Shinyam. Are you there?
Hi, Coach. Can you hear me? Sorry.
Loud and clear.
Okay. I think it was a mistake, or did you bring me up?
Okay, it was your mistake. You were on the
Yeah. Yeah.
callers, not the
I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry.
problem.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
City Boy has been standing by. Let's hear City Boy. Coach, can you please give an advice about short-term investment plans? I really don't understand now. An advice about how to do short-term or short-term stock. City Boy, are you there, or is it a mistake also? Okay. We're hearing background noise that doesn't look like it. With Laris. Hello, Laris. Okay. We lost connection with Laris. We go on to Comex Empire. Coach, if I place a bid on 480 and the stock later shows 478, will I get my order at 480? Yes.
Good day, sir.
Hello, good day,
Good day,
Comex.
sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Loud and clear.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Can you hear me?
Actually, I want to dematerialize my Gisco to my Atlas account. So I don't know a way to go about it.
Just send an email to Atlas asking them to dematerialize.
I actually did. They told me to chat register, and I chat them for a while now, and I haven't gotten a mail from them. So I don't know.
Hold on. Atlas, please, can you communicate with Comex?
Okay, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon. So I chatted, like I mailed register about my Gisco, like dematerialized it to my broker account, but I haven't got a mail from them. So I don't know if there's a way I can go about it.
Was it bought through public offer
Yes.
this year?
Last year.
Last year rather.
Last year, August.
All right.
Yeah.
You bought via your app, or how did you buy? Did you buy via your bank account?
I went to the bank actually. Yeah. No, I went to the bank. The bank.
All right. So were you given an evidence?
Actually, I don't have the receipt on my phone. So, but I have like the form.
Okay, the form you filled.
Yeah.
All right. Just send us your WhatsApp message. I'll drop you the WhatsApp message. You might not necessarily need to do much, but we'll see how we can help you follow up to get it credited into your account. So I'll drop the company's WhatsApp number here. You can chat us up for assistance.
All right. Thank you very much. We have OG Crews. Oh my God. What just happened? I have mistakenly taken Atlas out when we need Atlas to actually respond to queries. So I'm going to search for Atlas again to bring them back up. Yeah. I mistakenly took Atlas out. I'm going to get them back in. But while we are reconnecting with them, Coach, please, Fidelity and Tip, which one should I go for? Well, Fidelity has climbed to 19. It may just close today at 20. Nobody knows. This was a stock we were buying at 17 on Monday, Tuesday. In any case, I think you should buy the Fidelity before it goes away. You can always buy Tip anytime. Emi Likes says, hello, coach. I just sent a DM. Okay, Emi Likes, after the live session, I'll respond. I hope the DM was sent on Instagram because I tend to always lag behind when it comes to responding to TikTok messages. Sherry Conco says, what's wrong with Seplat? Nothing is wrong. The price of the stock is not easy to come by. Good afternoon, coach. I have not been able to get Union Homes REIT. What stock should I go for in the alternative? Can't really see SFS REIT gaining capital value. Do I settle for NIDF? I think your taste of stocks just perfectly fits NIDF. In fact, NIDF will even give you more frequent cash flow than any REIT whatsoever. So go ahead with NIDF. That's Dr. Tool. Dr. Tool, go ahead with NIDF. Please, coach, I have opened my Discord account. Please, how can I connect? Send me a DM. That's coming from Don Yurimba. Send me a DM. I'll send you the link to join Net Worth Investors Club. If you are not following me, you are losing money. Now you know. Okay, yes. Thank you for the reminder. That's from Marcinet, Custodian. Yes, I was going to tell you about Custodian. Custodian insurance was something I talked about, but not too long and for too much. Then it dropped to 17, then went to 19. Guess what is happening with Custodian insurance? Somebody bought about how many million shares of Custodian insurance, and he now has 1 billion shares of Custodian insurance. Olakunle Adojo bought 150 million Custodian insurance stocks. That money is worth 2.98 billion naira. Custodian insurance. He now controls over 1 billion shares of Custodian insurance. Custodian insurance paid a dividend of over 1 naira per share the last time. That is to say, every year, this individual will be collecting more than 1 billion naira as dividend. And you are wondering, who is this? Well, he is the MD of Toyota Nigeria. That's the story about Custodian I wanted to tell you about. He bought Custodian 1984, 19 naira 84 kobo. But what am I aiming at? The rich invest, the middle class save, the poor spend. When you find yourself always spending what you earn, you will never become wealthy. There is no middle class anymore in Nigeria. It's either you are rich or you are poor. Don't tell me you are not rich because you don't have money. What makes you rich is doing what the rich does. He is the MD of Toyota Nigeria. He has almost 1 billion shares already before buying this 150 million shares to make it 1 billion and 70 something million shares. If such a person is still investing, what are you doing? How do you hope to survive tomorrow? While people are throwing away the little they have, those who have enough are still investing. Ever wonder why the rich continues to get richer and the poor continues to get poorer? This is the reason. You may be wondering, how did he get so much money? Anybody who knows Elizade Motors? How many of us knows Elizade? If you know Elizade, type Elizade. They were the #1 importers and distributors of Toyota vehicles in Nigeria many years ago. Elizade. His father is Chief Adeojo, the owner of Elizade Motors. So that was how his son now became the MD of Toyota Nigeria. So what happens is they are majority stakeholders in Custodian and Meristem. So the son is now representing the father and protecting the wealth of the family. That's clearly generational wealth creation. This is the lesson I was going to tell you. If you are not building wealth with your children in the picture, you will just end up being a one-man show. Known for your wealth, and when your time is up, your children begin to start from the scratch. But guess what? You are in a community like this where we encourage our people to start investing for their children. Because whether you like it or not, there will come a time when your time will be up on this earth. If you like, live till you are 100 or 150. The question is, what becomes of the next generation after you? Will they have to start afresh from the scratch like you did? It becomes even more difficult because the country we live in and the world generally we live in, it's not getting easier. So the best thing you can do is to get minors form and start investing for your children early so that you will build a legacy of investments and get them involved on time. Your generation will never suffer. This is not a prayer. I believe in practical, and this is how it is done. Right? So that's the story that I have for you about Custodian. And suddenly, before our very eyes, what's happening with Custodian Insurance right now? Let's go and see. I told you it is the best insurance company listed on the stock exchange as we speak. Now, what is it? Custodian is 21 naira 80 kobo, 12 million shares being bidded for. If you mistakenly find Custodian Insurance again at 19 and 18, dive in. Somebody has taken eminent position there, and guess what? He now owns over 18% of that entire Custodian company. 18%. My question to you today is, what is your net worth? How many percent of whatever company you are investing in do you have? Most of you are users of MTN. You use their call cards, you subscribe to data. All your life, you have been using empowering MTN. How many MTN shares do you have so that you too can partake of the growth of the business? This is the sense in what we do. As they are making money from data calls and data transmission and calls, part of it should be finding its way into your own pocket through dividend and capital gains. That's what we're talking about. Thank you very much. And that is the end of my story regarding Custodian. That's what I wanted to bring to your notice. So people are deliberately, consciously building wealth and they are unrelenting. Find a way to do your own. You see, our brother Jay Ace from China is trying to see how he can build up on what he already has. That's how to do it. That's the way I was able to buy myself out of the labor market and can now talk to you for free without being disturbed about pursuing targets here and there. Coach, you never speak about Nigerian ETFs. Chuka Ogbonna, if you hear about the calamity with some of them, you will understand. I speak about ETFs, but I do not pay too much attention because the money is really not there. Even foreign ETFs, not just Nigerian ETFs. I don't speak about foreign ETFs. Somebody called in yesterday and was asking about what went wrong with Stanbic IBTC ETF 30. You get? We are making, the money is in stocks. I don't have time to now go and start looking for ETFs. People talk about ETFs to make you feel like, okay, that's the safest way to go. It is low, but there has been a serious crash. Nigerian ETF. Even the foreign ETF suffer seriously. So if you are really interested in ETF, actually, this is the time to go for them. So I've given you one, Stanbic IBTC ETF. It crashed from, is it 200 to 30 or something like that? I'm looking for where to speed up money, not look for safety. We have been in this for 27 years, so we know what we want. So we go in there. Okay. Lily Wong's Interior says, I remember when I called in to ask about foreign ETF, you advised I should get NVIDIA. Best decision. Guess what? NVIDIA just announced a fantastic result yesterday. Today, the stock price should be popping. In fact, let's check. We're almost done for the day, but let me do a quick check. NVIDIA, what's happening? Most of those ETFs, they buy the stocks, these stocks. That's it. Yesterday, Nvidia closed at $134 per share. Guess what? In pre-market, it's 142 already. Market has not opened. That's in reaction to the very good results they've just announced. Even though the entire result is not so fantastic, but the market is already impressed with what they saw. That's what we're talking about. 141 naira in pre-market already, up already 5%. That's $7 added. And I'm sure maybe that was the time you bought Nvidia less than 100 naira, because I shouted Nvidia a lot when it, less than $100. I shouted Nvidia a lot when it got to 90 something. Okay, lady ones bought at 111. That's okay, that's it. 111 is already, in fact, it's 142 now. So 111, 142 minus 111, that's a good profit. $30. Yeah, $30 neat per share. All right, I have a witness. Fortune bought at $94 per share. You see? Aleshiloye Lekon bought at 123. Gerard bought at $97. Come on now. That's what we're talking about. And can I tell you, all of you who bought at these prices, 97, 94, 111, you were so bold. Massinet bought at 98. That was when the whole market was scared. What do we have now? 142. So if you bought at 100, you are on 42. If you bought at 90 something, well, your guess is as good as mine. Per share. No fighting, no quarreling. This is what we're talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, our time is up. But guess what? I'll take one call. Rex, are you there? Okay, Rex is not responding. I'll just take one call. Quincy Fresh, are you there?
Where you are? Up where?
I'll go up and come.
Up where?
As we try to round off. Quincy Fresh, are you there?
Did they say now? You know, girl, did they say something? Oh, God.
Quincy Fresh, can you hear me? Now I'm trying to hurry up. I just saw Massinet reminding me the name of the US stock I was looking for on my watch list. I've managed to find my way. I want to go my way down to get my watch list on the screen. I'm now trying to confirm what that stock is. Just give me a second. You can see how long my watch list is. That's why I don't remember them. Very long list, more than 300 stocks that I'm keeping my eyes on, right? Yes, I found it. Ladies and gentlemen, I just saw, you know what made me make that noise now? I saw Dave.
They don't put it for life.
$217 per share. I saw this stock at $40 something last week. I kept it, I kept watching it. I said, this one, oh my God, 2 something. So, MRX Group is the stock I'm talking about. Sound fundamentals. If you want to stay patient and buy this stock. MRX, which is Marex Group. Currently 44. In fact, it's even dropping in pre-market now, $42 per share. For the patient, this stock will make you money. Buy this stock, stay put for 1 year. In the last 1 month, it has just gained only 3%. But in the last 6 months, it's gained 51%. From January till date, it has gained 41%. The name of the stock, once again, is Marex Group PLC. Ticker symbol MRX. Do your due diligence. Go out there and check for every metrics you are looking for and make up your mind. The second one is Futu. I won't forget that because it's fresh in my memory. Futu. Futu is somewhat of a Chinese related stock. Futu Holdings, right? It's over $100 per share. But there is serious, oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, $107.71 yesterday, Futu is now 114 in pre-market already, gaining $7 today before market opens. Keep your eyes on these two stocks. Buy if you like. MRX, M for mountain, R for rain, X for xylophone. X, not S, X, MRX, and Futu, ticker symbol FUTU. Beautify Shop says, what of Sophie? Well, Sophie is not in the category of this kind of stocks I'm talking about now. These are strong growth stocks. Sophie is more of a value stock. That means volatility is going to be high with them and it will take longer time. Sometimes, but there's value in Sophie. There is a lot of attention in it, but these ones I'm talking about are long-term, stay put. Sophie will come with a lot of volatility. You've got to be ready. And I know that Sophie is okay, actually. Yeah? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I've gone beyond the 2 p.m. closing time. Now I have very short time to go back to the Nigerian market to see what to buy. Thank you very much for your efforts, your time. I'm sorry I can't take any more calls. I can't also respond to any more comments. Tomorrow again, we do it for the last time this week, the very last trading day of the week tomorrow, same time, 12 noon to 2 p.m. Nigerian time. I'd like to appreciate every one of you, including Atlas Portfolios, for your time and for responding to most of the concerns here. Appreciate you, Maobi, and everybody else. Fortune Ojenama, today you've been our star caller with that fantastic update about your father-in-law. Really appreciate all of you. You are doing amazing. Let's keep going. Let's keep changing lives. Thank you very much. See you again tomorrow. Thank you, Coach Moses. Thank you very much for your gifts. Really appreciate. Coach Victor, God bless you. Cheers. And please permit me to take my leave now. It's been a fantastic season in today's session. Hopefully, you make more money in Futu and MRX. Bye for now.